should we risk our lives for Nigeria as a country? It is our right to protest, okay? But then when you're protesting, every Nigerian has the right to peaceful protest. You go out, you lend your voice, you say what you want to say, you do it peacefully. Now take note, you are not supposed to vandalize, you're not supposed to riot, you're not supposed to spoil things. That's one. Then two, you are not supposed to hinder every movement or any movement of any other Nigerian, because just as you have a right to protest, you also have a right to free movement. You also have a right to freedom of speech. So now when you're doing your thing, make sure you do not infringe on another person's rights, all right? Because you can be on your right protesting, and then you are infringing on another person's rights. You get, so if you do that, you can be jailed, you can be arrested. So now when you do that and you are arrested, don't say they do not allow you to protest. No, they allowed you to protest, but you are, causing harm to another person. That is why you are arrested. Hi guys, welcome to Voices of Change. My name is King Clinton, and of course I'll be your anchor for today's show. I'm so glad to be here. This is COP TV, so stay tuned and don't touch that dial. All right, so this morning we'll be looking at exploring the August 1st protest. Why do we have the protest? What is the impact of that protest? Definitely, we know that today is August 1st, and definitely everybody is out there. Some people want to protest, some people are just there in their house. They are looking forward to watching those that are protesting online. So what are you doing? Are you protesting? Are you watching those who are protesting? Are you just there making your noise or lending your voice to the voiceless? I mean, what are you doing? So let's take a look at the youth perspective of this show. Let's hear and let's know what some of our youth have to say about this protest. So on my right side, I have, would you introduce yourself?
I is a gift, and we're here to voice out our opinion on what we think on the protest. So moving over to the next person.
Yes, so on my far right also I have
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Olani So yes.
All right, guys, good to have you guys here. You guys are looking beautiful.
Thank
just
you.
Feel free to podcast here, so you have to, as much as possible, just express yourself. Feel free, do it as it comes. All right, so firstly, we want to talk about why the protest. What are those things? What are the key issues that brought about the protest, or that is driving the protest? So let's go around on that first.
Okay. Firstly, I would say things that are driving this protest is, number one, bad governance. We don't have good government in this country. In fact, they are not even doing anything. We don't know what they are doing. We don't understand. Do you know that instead of Nigerians should be moving forward, I think we are just in one particular stage. Do you understand? We're just in one particular stage. We're not moving forward. We're not going backward. I would not say Nigeria is moving backward. Let's just have this faith and this hope that we are moving forward. But never. They just feel we are moving forward. But no. The masses are suffering. We are suffering. There are people that are suffering on the ground that we don't even know about. Even there's this this thing I witnessed last week. That was last 2 weeks when I was going to Oshodi. There's this guy, he's an asthmatic patient.
Okay.
Then he had this, now, there was this truck that just passed our bus, and the next thing just had this attack that asthma patients do have.
Yeah.
People were trying to help him. They did answer his pocket. They saw one particular inhaler. Could you believe that an asthmatic patient, his inhaler is finished? An asthmatic patient. People tried now. They checked again.
Is it that he couldn't afford to?
Yeah, they even checked his bag. They saw another one in his bag.
Finished.
It's finished. It was later, due to people, Nigerians, we know how to help each other. People were just bringing up their own ideas. They were just trying to save his life. Then he had to regain his. Before he could even regain himself, it was up to 20 minutes before he could get back to his normal self. Then later, one woman just spoke down, like she just told him that, uncle, you see him well dressed.
As an
Asthmatic
asthmatic
patient,
patient, you're
you know
supposed
that
to have your inhaler, right?
this is what saved your life.
Mm.
Why are you not with an inhaler? He said, madam, I dey buy inhaler every two weeks. And by the time you want to get a new one, he always have hypertension, that things
Increase in price.
increase, like increment in price is getting too much in our country. And he said, he made mention of one inhaler, Ventolin. He said Ventolin is not Ventolin at price of like 25,000 naira. For what?
Inhaler.
An inhaler.
Okay, so why does he not have it at that time? Is it that he couldn't afford
He
it?
couldn't afford it.
Oh.
Things are getting expensive. Increments here and there. Okay, look, how much are we getting fuel now?
I think it's 900, 1,000.
Imagine. A cup of beans is like 600. A cup of beans. Even what a normal poor man can afford back in those days. Now they can't afford it now. Please, how much is Gary?
There is 300
Please.
pounds.
So what are we saying? What are they doing?
Gary of 10 naira per cup one. So
Okay, you bought Gary 10 naira per cup.
yes.
I don't know because I am a
But-
2000 kid. So I think we
Back
buy
then.
Gary 30 naira, 20 naira. Then,
Me, I had bought Gary 10 naira per cup before.
Imagine.
Even 5 naira sef when I was still.
please, are we the one leading ourselves? Are we the one?
But you
It's
know,
the government.
we're talking about the
Mr.
governments,
Okay.
like bad governments. Let's talk about our general leaders.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, in some communities, there are leaders that are even worse than the government.
Imagine.
So that's it. Generally, leaders.
Okay, so what you're saying is that we have some grassroots leaders that
Yes.
are also very bad.
And there's this saying that says, "Chase begin with me." Even me, I know what I can do. I know what I can do. Looking at the leadership skills, people have it and they hide it because of their selfish interest. Everybody puts selflessness or selfishness in their doing.
I will support that.
Me seeing something that is good, I want to go for it for my personal use. And you know, using this for general use will benefit others, but for my own selfish, I will not allow that to go out. So I will cage it on my own side.
And it's true. I would like to add, Nigerians make use of every little opportunity they see.
Yeah.
Like they seize every little opportunity they see. Just like coming into a new area and a bike man, you want to go somewhere that's supposed to be like 200. What do you think the man will do?
Definitely increase price.
Imagine. So you see, I think we are even the main problem, sir. If all
So now
of us,
so there is this saying that says now we they do ourselves. It's for real.
it's for real. It's for real. Now we dey do ourselves,
Do you
but
have any
government
personal?
on
Do
the
you have any
add.
personal experience with that?
Like when I was coming to Ekiti, for example,
Okay.
and when I got to Ado, Emure was like, from Ado to Emure supposed to be like 1,500. They collected 4,500 for me. So,
Okay, you copper.
yes, I mean, I'm a copper, I'm used to the environment.
Okay.
So, imagine 3,000 interest, please.
Wow.
And I will even say it's not even
So
their
you took
fault.
back 4-5 from Emuri to Ado.
From Ado to Emure.
That's massive.
Imagine.
That's massive.
Someone says therefore people are hungry. They are very, very hungry.
Not knowing that it's very close, I paid 1,500.
Are
Imagine.
you serious?
In next street.
So there's this thing about bike men in Ekiti extorting people. Like I've actually heard that a couple of times, and I don't know what we can do about it. I don't know if the government has to do anything about it. I don't know. But even I've actually experienced it. Yeah.
Change begin with you.
Mm.
If anything we want to change in Nigerians, just start personally.
But how we change begin with you when you are hungry.
Yes.
You are hungry. People
Okay.
are hungry.
Okay, so let's talk about the protest itself now. Mr. Ola, what do you think what role do you think social media will play in this?
Yeah. To me, I will use that exercise as a typical example. Because, violence is everywhere. Everybody is hungry on that. Now, if you start the physical protest now, you don't know what might happen. We have no security. No government that are even part of the problem we have. So there is no backup. So I prefer we should just go online. Apparently, yes, to help a lot.
So how are we going to do that? Okay,
Now-
let's assume I want to join the protest online. Now, so how am I supposed to do that?
Yes. There are people online, like, they post different things online, like different things, like different posts.
Okay.
You can take it, repost, share online. Family,
Hashtags.
friends, the hashtag, yes. Family, friends, you share continuously. So from that to get to them, and I don't know, there's this thing. Everybody is really scared of social media.
I was going to say that.
Everybody is very, very scared. Even the government are scared of us because they don't want to have a bad high involved. So I think it's a very, very powerful medium for a protest. If you want a secure protest, I prefer that.
Okay, so is there a way you think we can actually do that safely? Because I mean, it's very easy to publicize a seditious content. It's very easy for you to incite people to wage war and then make them do what they are not supposed to do against the government. So because Nigerians, they take any little opportunity they have, they use, they overuse, and even misuse. You understand? So are there ways you feel people can do this thing, even the online protest now, they do it safely and peacefully, and then government don't have to come for you?
Yes, although there's anonymous account you can use if you want to keep yourself hidden. Yes, there's anonymous accounts. Twitter, Instagram, so anymore. Now, let's take there's this quote you can just make a frame or a board like in form of a frame. Then anything you want to write, you can write it in the box. And all this can even cover your face. Then you snap, keep posting.
Huh.
So in terms of continuous posting, definitely to get to them. So one way or the other, they might not know the person that posted.
But what about your account?
Yes, that's why I said there's anonymous account.
Okay.
Okay, so you open an account.
So you
and then
open
don't
an-
reveal your identity. That's what
Yes.
Okay, anonymous account.
So
Okay.
what about those who actually want their faces to show?
Yes, because they have a mind. Because Nigerians
So you're
are
talking
very,
about
very
people that don't have the mind. If you know
yes,
you're not.
we know people out there. We have a lot of people that are ready to die at the end point. I can do anything for anything. So I think people like me, I'm without violence. So I fast in my room, do whatever I want to do. And I think with the power of media, I can achieve anything.
Are you going to join? Do you want to do physical
No,
protest or online?
no, I don't really support online protests actually. I
Okay.
support physical protests.
Can you
Let them
imagine
know.
that
Let
some
them know.
women's gang of that protest against protest and exactly they are still doing the protest.
You understand that kind of thing?
Hey, I was going to come to that one. That one is a different topic on its own. That one is a different topic on its own.
Serious.
So-
Protest against protest.
So we dey do ourselves.
Go against that people that are doing it.
All right, so this one is actually very, very. I don't know how to qualify this. Nigerians are saying we want to protest. Then we also have Nigerians saying we are not going to protest.
Imagine.
Now we now have another set of Nigerians saying we want to protest against protest. Like, I don't. This country be like film.
Like we're not in ourselves.
Yes.
This country be like. This country be like. Somebody was saying you can actually put Nigeria on Netflix.
The person would say that Nigeria be God comedy show.
Seriously.
Actually, Nigeria be like drama, be like film. Because I don't know how we say we want to protest, and then some people are saying we are not going to protest, and then some people now thought, okay, the best thing to do is let us do protest against protest.
And
So
you
now they are
see-
actually protesting. They are protesting and they are saying no to protest.
I feel
And
those
they're
people that are
And they are
saying
doing protest that they are
I
saying
feel-
we should not.
I
So
feel
what are they doing?
I feel those people that are saying no to protest is like they bought them already because they are no more part of us. They are now they bought them to fight to fight against we that want to really voice out.
You know, me talking about the leaders the other time, this is part of it.
Imagine
You're going to someone and just give them, just arrange guys, let them scatter. this.
hoodlums,
So
boys,
that is how
youths.
our leaders, that is how they get to our ways.
Okay, so I'd like us to talk a little more about the protest against protest. Who do we think are the sponsors of the protest against protest? Because obviously Nigerians want to protest, right? And then certain people are saying Nigerians should not protest. So they are now doing protest against protest. So do we think there are people hiding under,
Yes,
do we have people guising and then
Exactly. There are
Yeah,
people
so
that have paid them, that have bought them already. Give them chicken chain that will just sustain them for like 2-3 months. To just protest against us.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that we're actually supposed to go out to protest.
We're actually we're supposed to. And if you see those, have you seen the posts? Have you seen those women that were protesting against protest? They look so hungry.
Hmm.
They look tattered, they look unkept, and they are still protesting against us. Imagine.
What I have to say about that, because in the market, people they are cheap, they are better. Being a seller, they are happy that this is going higher. Even though it's touching them, that's the benefit. So, one way or the other, the process.
Okay, so do you
Now, if
think?
the protest
Okay.
happens, there might be a lose of shops and and they'll be warning higher. They'll be warning higher. That's anything that will cause protest, they'll just go to shops and they're trying to avoid that.
Okay, you think they are happy that prices are
Most
increasing?
markets that
I'm not sure. They are not happy that things are increasing like that. They are not happy. It's just that you say few people are happy because once things increase a little bit like that, they will add to their own price and put the blame on the government that ìjọba ló kúkú fowó kún.
yeah.
You understand? All those kind of things. So they use that opportunity of things are getting higher day by day. Things are increasing day by day. So they are not really happy that things are increasing. It's just that few people are seizing that opportunity to add more profit to their business.
Okay, so do we actually think that this protest of a thing will, solve? Because I feel that Nigeria has a lot of problem already. So do we feel or do we think that protest can solve these issues, these problems that we have?
The question is, has protest ever solved any issue in Nigeria?
Yeah.
Down.
That is why I agree going online to protest.
But taking us back to NSAS, we had online protest and we had physical protest, right?
The physical protests spoil everything.
Okay.
Yes, because they always blame the youth. Blaming the youth is the worstest one. Now there will be solution. Blaming the youth now, we spoil this one, we loot this one, we do this one.
So there will
we
be a
have no
lot
right
of things
to-
that there will be a lot of
Yeah.
things that they will pin on the youth.
Yes, that is why I'm insisting on online protest.
Okay.
That there will not be any loss there will not be any damage in our properties. Even though we go on protest, even though physical protest, we go peacefully and we have the government support or the security support. Yes, we can do it. But to me, going out there is very, very dangerous.
Okay, I asked a question. Has protest ever solved anything in Nigeria?
But we have to
Protest
say,
has never solved anything, but at least you will see some changes. Okay, people are talking about NSAS. Do you know that it changed something?
Yes.
Even if food shelves were lost, but at least it changed something.
Can I ask you what did it change?
Yes, it's true.
The money that there's this tax that goes to the government every time. Instead of it to go to their office, it enters in pocket.
I don't know.
I don't do, but I just dey talk and say it dey enter pocket that time. But due to the fact that youth protested, and again said police brutality hasn't it stopped? At least they've minimized.
Now, I was actually waiting for you to mention that.
Yes.
Okay. You talked about the money you were talking about. Are you talking about the toll gates?
The toll gates.
Because you have to be specific
Okay.
now. Don't leave
Yes.
people
Yes.
thinking what exactly are you talking
Yeah.
about? You get it.
Is that I don't
You're
know.
talking about the toll gates, Moniba.
Yes.
Fine. Now you also talked about
Police
police
brutality.
brutality. Okay, let me ask you. Do you think police brutality has stopped?
Never.
Who
Yeah.
says who?
I have not seen it.
Says who?
Although it exists though.
It's reduced though.
Okay.
Do you know that at some point
Unlike
they even stop girls? They've stopped like police have stopped me before because of how I was being dressed.
Yes.
They even stop ladies.
Until now. If
But
you
no,
enter
they
any
can't
car,
stop you
if
anyhow.
If you are going to somewhere, police will stop you. Even army will stop you. I hate that. Come here.
Come
What do
down.
you have? Give me your
To search you.
Yes. Up till now, I'm still taking off.
Okay, up to now.
Yes.
No, during those times, police stopped me. So they searched my bag. They found this boric acid supplement inside my bag. They told me it was drugs. Like it was not smart, you know. Like I really went in fact miles because of this issue that I'm talking about. So now I think it has stopped. They stopped that thing they were doing then. It was too much. Even at some point they kill people on the road. Like it has stopped.
Okay, so what I want to say to that is that this police brutality of the thing, I believe that it has not stopped.
Yeah, it has not.
Because we have seen series of videos, coming out, because it even happens now and then. People would even people even have the courage to video some of those,
Okay, you are saying it did not stop, but at least that's
what I can say that happened significantly is that after the NSAS protest, it stopped completely. Immediately after the protest. In fact, they even removed SARS. So for a very long time, we did not have SARS. For a very long time, we did not have SARS. So then later, we now started having RRS. We now started having something. You just see different. Today you will see one officer wearing black. You will not even know which force this one is from. You will now see CTU. You will see another one. In fact, in this Ado Ekiti, you get some places where you say if you go, you will see some people. They will even look like armed robbers. To be honest, no uniform, and they will be carrying guns, and they will be in one lot, and they look like. Of course, they are guys.
They look like unknown gunmen.
They are actually police officers. But it's very difficult for you to say which one is actually a police officer because they come out, they wear black. They put more this bandana.
They will still wear masks.
They will now wear mask, and then you don't even know which force. And their hand. You have to, of course, we fear guns now. Who know they fear guns?
Nigeria is a joke.
So we have to just respect ourselves, but all these things that are called for. It's not so like when you travel out, you don't see these things happen.
So,
you don't see these things there.
I'm saying since you said after that incident, something stopped. That means we have hope that this one too. If they should do this one now, but it will stop.
It stopped them. But to be very honest, I think it stopped for like a month. And then, after a month or two, now started,
that incident happened in October. Like, let's say throughout that year.
Fine. Okay, let's even assume that throughout 2022, but let's assume that for the rest of the year, 2022, we didn't hear anything.
Yes.
But come on, 2023, it was already getting bad. I'm starting seeing people, what about the issue that happened and the police actually stopped a pregnant woman and then they even shot, I don't know, a pregnant woman and
of recent.
It happened last year, 2023, yes. It was after the protest now.
Wow.
I heard about the pregnant woman, I even heard about a guy.
Wow.
I can't really remember. Maybe it was a guy that the wife was pregnant or something. And then they shot the guy.
Jeez, no.
It was a lot of things now. A lot of issues happened.
Yeah, there are other things happening like that.
Okay, I even heard another one that happened recently this year. The police, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, but then obviously the police stopped the guy, and then I don't know if it was an argument between them. The policeman shot the guy died, and then the police ran away. I think that happened in Ado Ekiti.
Just like that.
I don't know. It happened in
Ekiti.
Yes, I think so.
Please, I heard Ekiti is safe.
Ekiti is safe. No, to be honest, Ekiti is actually one of the most peaceful states in Nigeria. It is very, very safe compared to what we are hearing in other places. Though. Not even what we are hearing, what we are seeing in other places. It is really safe. Just one or two hoodlums that you get, one or two hoodlums that just came in recently, but it has all. The Ekiti state government is doing a wonderful job, to be very honest. Because after that time, the government came, they sent out security men, and they were even heard about one kidnapping issue that happened recently, not like recent, but then sometimes maybe February or March. No, not coppers.
Okay.
But then government interceded and then they were able to catch most of them, and then if the state government is, kudos to the governor, they are doing a very wonderful job. When such thing happens, they send out security and then they are able to catch some of them. And then I know of Ekiti, not just Ado. Okay, have you been to other places?
Other places.
No, it's not just in Ado.
Coming from my my side, what I've been seeing policemen on the road collecting drivers. So
That one is Nigeria issue, not Ekiti issue. That one is Nigeria issue. If police stop you and collect money from you, that one is Nigeria, not Ekiti. But talking about security now, man, I give it to Ekiti. Ekiti is very peaceful. Ekiti is secure. Yes, government. I mean, I'm not saying government person, no, but then kudos to the governor of Ekiti State. He's doing a wonderful job to ensure that the lives and properties of Ekiti people are secured. So that's wonderful about Ekiti State. So your stay in Ekiti is secure. Don't worry, you don't have an issue. Yeah. So I just want to know that we are. Let's go back to Nigeria now.
Okay, yeah.
Let's go back to Nigeria.
there's this post I saw, like the people handling the protest, and they are selling the t-shirt at the rate of 6,000 naira. I can imagine.
What is the t-shirt about?
It's just a
Protest.
Say no to bad
Say no to-
governors.
exactly selling it 6,000 naira. Imagine being hungry, and I'll still have to buy t-shirt of 6,000 naira. God, who is doing it?
They are trying to sell their business now. They make their business flourish, make it boom. Through protest. You see what we're talking about opportunities.
Now, wow.
They seize any little opportunities.
I have my no. They are organization leader, like the protest organizer, selling goods to the protest and 6,000 naira. Not only the t-shirt, but the t-shirt on 6,000 naira. Because of you buy a handkerchief,
All the
banner,
things.
do this one.
Funny enough, I like the way they did enter this last time. It was really organized. People brought food items, people brought water, all this relief items and all. It was really good, and people even had fun. I heard of several people that met themselves during the protest and they got married. I heard that our social media. You saw everything. That NSAS was a good time. Although we had the sad part of it because some people lost their life,
really loves
trying to fight for trying to fight for human rights, trying to fight for a good governance, trying to fight for the right of every citizen, every Nigerian. But then we say that they are so rest in perfect peace. We love them, we honor them, even in their absence. We see what you did. I mean, we saw what you did. So thank you very much. God bless you.
And to their families
To
too.
their families, exactly. God bless you.
Some are still grieving.
I know, right? And now that another protest is coming up. Then
Parents will be warning their children.
Parents will be saying,
Joe,
you don't know how my mother calls me. You don't know how my mother calls me every day to tell me that
You should not go.
like my mom will be telling me to please get home early, get home like 7, so that you are safe. Parents are out there watching over their children. No matter how old you are, man, your parents will still call you and tell you, "Just delay o mak penta o mo pe time is not so well and all."
But the thing is, people will still want to go. Some people will tell you, if I die outside, then I die inside.
And some people are like that.
Like, they want to die fighting for the country than dying inside. People are still dying now. People are dying of hunger every day. Hunger. The only our problem is that food.
Yes.
Food should come down so that people. So many, you don't see family of 9 before. Family of 9. If they should do their bowl of eba. If they should, how many do they want? How many wants to feed them? When one paint is like 3-5.
All right, let's wrap this up. Because we are definitely going to have this again. I mean, this is something that we'll have over time, definitely, until this whole thing stops. So we are calling people outside. We are calling our viewers, our listeners, wherever you are. If you're watching this, if you know you want to be part of this show, if you know you want to come and talk about the protest, you want to talk about why should we have the protest, should we even have the protest at all, what we stand to gain if we protest, and then how we can actually do it right. So if you're out there, you want to be part of this show, please reach out to us. You can reach out to King Clinton Films, reach out to Cop TV, just call me or send a message and then tell me you want to be part of the show. Definitely we would like to have you. So we want to talk about should we risk our lives for Nigeria as a country? So if you want to be part of it, just hola. We want to talk about, should we risk our lives for Nigeria? Is the government of Nigeria worth, dying for, or worth risking your lives for? Come, let's talk about it. We also want to talk about, what do you think government should do appropriately to curb the protest? Are we supposed to have a protest? Now, if government does not want us to protest, what do you think they should do? Come, let's share, let's have a bit of your knowledge, your idea. Let's share with others. Let's know what let's know those things that government ought to do to, because now we say we want protest, fuel has gone from 8, in fact from 400 before safe, to, it just went from 400 straight up to 800 to 7 something first, then from 750 now to 800, 820, 850 thereabout. And now we are seeing fuel at some places at 12, 13, 14, black markets 15. I don't know how you want us to survive in this country. So now we don't have electricity. Fine. Oh yeah, now me will go buy fuel, me will run gen, shebi we get gen. Now we can't even afford to buy fuel. It is absurd. It is ridiculous. We can't afford. A common Nigerian now cannot afford to buy fuel. I mean, it is. Muna take a music on us. I beg. So we want to talk about that, and then lastly, let us talk about how to protest, how to do a peaceful protest. My own piece of advice is that, it is our right to protest, okay? But then when you're protesting, every Nigerian has the right to peaceful protest. You go out, you lend your voice, you say what you want to say, you do it peacefully. Now take note, you are not supposed to vandalize, you're not supposed to riot, you're not supposed to spoil things. That's one. Then two, you are not supposed to hinder every movement or any movement of any other Nigerian, because just as you have a right to protest, you also have a right to free movement. You also have a right to freedom of speech. So now when you're doing your thing, make sure you do not infringe on another person's rights, all right? Because you can be on your right protesting, and then you are infringing on another person's rights. You get, so if you do that, you can be jailed, you can be arrested. So now when you do that and you are arrested, don't say they do not allow you to protest. No, they allowed you to protest, but you are causing harm to another person. That is why you are arrested. So make sure you don't restrict, or you don't stop people from moving. You don't seize movement. You don't insult people. You don't make people not talk. When you're talking, allow other people to talk. So when you take note of all these things, and then you work on all these things, trust me, we will be fine. So as much as possible, if you want to do online protest, it's fine, go online. If you want to do physical, I don't know about that. I prefer online for me though. So but whichever one you want to do is your choice, is your business. Make sure it is peaceful, and make sure it is fair. Don't vandalize, don't riot, don't restrict other people's movement. Don't, you know what I'm saying, right? So until the next time we come here again on Voices of what?
Change.
Yes, Voices of Change. So until the next time we're here, stay tuned, keep watching, keep liking our videos, our content, subscribe to all our channels, follow us on all social media platforms. We have Cop TV on Instagram, we have Cop TV on Facebook, we have Cop TV on YouTube. We also have King Clinton Films on Instagram, King Clinton Films on TikTok, King Clinton Films on YouTube, all social media platforms. So please stay tuned to all our channels. Don't touch that dial. See you again next time. My name is King Clinton. I remain your host. Bye.